Can you see me and the green screen and the color patches behind me? You can, right? Brilliant. Now, let me reach out and switch this light off. Can you see me now? Sounds stupid, right? Of course you cannot. While you are looking at this dark screen, let me ask you something about the colors you saw before I switched the light off. Do you think those colors are still there, even though you cannot see them? What do you think? In the past, most of us thought that the color was something absolute and an innate property of objects. Even today, we see, perceive, and interact with color as if it is something absolute, as if color is something that is out there by default. Considering color as an absolute entity makes our lives easy. But to know color, manage color, and to control color, we have to understand how the sensation of color happens. Yes, color is a sensation. All sensations happen when sensory organs get stimulated. Stimulant for the sensory organ for color is light, and the sensory organ is the eye. Whatever the thing you look at to see the color of is the object. When light hits an object, the object absorbs a part of that light. This means a part does not get absorbed. The unabsorbed part either gets reflected or transmitted, depending on the nature of the object. What reaches our eyes and generates the sensation of color is the part that does not get absorbed. In other words, what generates the sensation of color and gives the object its color is the portion of light that does not get absorbed by the object. Although this sounds so obvious and trite, most issues we run into in color management occur simply because we fail to remember and apply these basics. When the light rays enter our eyes, they get bent and focused onto a layer of neural tissues at the back of the eyes called the retina. This layer, the retina, contains light sensitive cells. These cells encode intensity and wavelength information of the light that falls on them into neural signals to be sent to the brain. Sensitivity of the sensors in the retina to visible wavelength range is not uniform. Or, in other words, the cells encoding wavelength information are sensitive to different wavelengths of visible light in different amounts. The presence and functioning of these sensors, or color vision as we commonly refer to it, has given us the ability to differentiate wavelengths of light and thereby differentiate objects by their emittance or reflectance spectra, which are almost unique to those respective objects. We will go into these in much more detail in the vision segment. But having an idea about this now makes understanding light sources and how we measure them much easier. So, in summary, to see the color of an object, three things have to come together. First one, a light source, the provider of the stimulus. Then the object, the thing of which you see the color of. And finally, you, the observer, with your eyes. Now, let's look at each of these in much more detail.